Welcome to EMH Training. This training has been tailored specifically for the OSAN Unaccompanied Housing Office. EMH Training will be broken up into two parts. This is part 2 and it will cover 1. Reports. 2. Standard reports. 3. Vacant beds. 4. Occupant lists. 5. Expected departures. 6. Summary statistics. 7. Occupancy rate by building. 8. Furniture requests. 9. Scheduling and inspection. 10. Checking a resident out of EMH. Part 1 covered. 11. Logging into EMH. 12. Adding residents into EMH. 13. Finding a bed. 14. The check-in form. 15. Locating a dorm room. 16. Adding or updating a room's PIN code. 17. Blocking a room. 18. Unblocking a room. 19. Adding a unit identification code, UIC, to a room. 20. Adding a gender to a room. This section will cover reports. Click on Reports and Forms. As an ADL, you will have to run different types of reports. The type of reports that you will need can be found under Standard and Summary Statistics. We will first take a look at Standard reports, then move on to Summary Statistic reports. Click on Standard to see all of the different types of Standard reports. As you can see, there are a lot of standard reports that you can choose from, but we will focus on standard reports that you as an ADL will most likely use here at OSAN. We will review vacant beds, occupant list, and expected departure. Click on vacant beds to run this report. The building group box is not active, so we will disregard it and move on the building box. Select the building that you want to run the report on, then click on the Include drop-down menu. You will see two options, Active and All Active and Blocked. Selecting Active will provide you with a report that will only show you beds that are ready for residents. Selecting All Active and Blocked will provide you with a report that has all the ready beds and all of the blocked beds. I have found it more useful to select All Active and Blocked since it provides all the information that you will need on one report. We can see that this building has vacant beds and 3 blocked beds. To print the report, click on the printer icon at the top left of the screen. You can also export this report into various file types, such as PDF, rich text format, and Microsoft Excel by clicking on the icon next to the printer icon. If you are familiar with Microsoft Excel, exporting the data into Excel will allow you to manipulate the data to your liking. Click on Occupant List to run this report. Select the dates that you want the report to be ran for. You can run historical reports by selecting past dates. You can run a current date report by selecting current date for both the from date and for the to date. Select the building that you want to run the report for and then click Run Report. This report shows a lot of the residents' information that was inputted into EMH. To print the report, click on the printer icon at the top left of the screen. You can also export this report into various file types, such as PDF, rich text format, and Microsoft Excel by clicking on the icon next to the printer icon. If you are familiar with Microsoft Excel, exporting the data into Excel will allow you to manipulate the data to your liking. This is a good report to export into Excel and modify as needed. Click on Expected Departures to run this report. This report is great to help you forecast what beds you will have come vacant in the coming days or months. Select the dates that you want the report to be ran for. Then select the building that you want to run the report for, then click Run Report. Note, the dates have to be the current day or in the future. This report shows when residents are expected to check out of the room. You can use this information to schedule out processing inspections for the residents. Scheduling inspections will be covered in preceding slides. Note, the expected departure date should match the DEROS date. As you can see, there are not that many summary statistics reports to choose from. The only report that you may have to run as an ADL at OSAN is the occupancy rate by building report. Click Occupancy Rate by Building. This report shows how many beds are active, inactive, have minor or major repairs, total number of beds, how many beds are occupied, and lastly shows what occupancy rate. This report has information for every building on the OSAN campus. Note, the occupancy rate can be used to assist residents with exception to policy letters for moving off campus, or to justify why you are recommending a non-availability letter. Furniture request are needed when a resident requests more furniture, when a resident wants furniture removed, and to replace broken and/or damaged furniture. Click on Furnishings. Click on Request Orders. Click on New to make a new furniture request. Click on the campus that the building is located in. Click on the building that the room is located in. Click on the floor that the room is located on. Click on the unit that you're looking for. Click on Select for the room that you're looking for. First, select a requested delivery date, or requested pickup date. Then select a requested delivery time, or requested pickup time. Lastly, describe the items that you want removed and/or added and a brief description of why. Click Save to submit the request within EMH. Note, the better the description of the items, the easier it will be for the FMO office to identify the correct items. This section will cover how to schedule an inspection within EMH. Inspections are conducted to ensure that the building and room that the residents are inhabiting are safe, clean, and maintained. Inspections also holds both the residents and the ADL responsible. There are many types of inspections, but as an ADL here at OSAN you will most likely deal with the following inspections only. Initial inspections. Pre-inspections. Termination inspections. Health and wellness inspections. Click on Scheduler. To schedule a new event, click New. The first thing one has to do is select the event type. There are a lot of events to choose from, make the appropriate selection for the type of inspection that will be performed. Then click on the magnifying glass for name to select an inspector, see next slide for more detail on this process. Then click on the magnifying glass for location to select the room that will be inspected. Lastly, click on the calendar next to schedule date to choose the date of the inspection. Click Save to complete the scheduling. This slide explains how to choose an inspector. Whichever side of the OSAN campus that you are assigned to will determine if you chose Challenger or Mustang. You will then click on the check mark in the time slot that you would like to conduct the inspection. You have completed Part 2 of EMH Training. This concludes EMH Training.